played here as a young lad with Fountain many years ago. Fergal O'Brien has played here, a stalwart of Irish snooker. You've had players like Joe Swale, Patrick Wallace, former world semi-final professional player, and the latest one to come through is Aaron Hill from Cork, who's really doing well on the main tour now, and he was a winner here with the Crucible Club from Cork. But the format is quite simple really. There's two groups. There's a Premier section which has the top players, and then there's, well, top players as they are in the highest standard of snooker, and then there's a Championship section which has I suppose the players that wouldn't be playing elite snooker or international snooker, and they're in groups for the week. You'll have groups in the A section, round robin, and you'll have groups in the B section, round robin. And usually around Saturday evening we get to the stages where it comes down to the group finishes and the knockouts begin, and then a straight knockout all the way to the final, and we'll have a B Championship All-Ireland champion, and we'll have an A Championship All-Ireland champion. Events like the All-Ireland Club Championships are hugely important for the game. A lot of people are under the impression that the game is dying, and it is suffering a little because there are so many tables and clubs that are not being filled by young players. But when you get an event like this, well, welcome back to the Gleneagle Hotel in Killarney. We're at the All-Ireland Snooker Club Championships, and this is our first visit into the Championship section, the B section of the tournament. And it's going to be Sean Paul McCauley is going to break off for Blackstaff B, and they're up against the local club, that is Q Club Killarney. Now, if you saw the last match, or the last match, I should say, Mark Chute defeated Greg Casey by 2-0. In fact, the Q Club Killarney side went on to win that match. It's a big win for them. It came down to the last table. Derry O'Sullivan up against David Cassidy. Fantastic battle in the end. Derry O'Sullivan coming out on top. And Aidan Sullivan there getting his first shot on. This show table here on Full-Time Productions with you right through today and tomorrow. Be sure to subscribe, it's important. You can also see it on Facebook as well. Also, this just to let you know that the All Ireland, the Gleneagle Hotel All Ireland Snooker Club Championships Facebook page and the Munster Snooker Club Facebook page also live on those two Facebook pages. So Full-Time Productions all over your social media at the moment. Be sure to join in and enjoy the snooker. So again, we're in the scenario here where we have a B section game. It's the first time we've had a look at the B section. Just as important, just as tense, just as aggressive and defensive. The full range of all the emotions of snooker. And an unlucky in-off there for Aidan Sullivan. Gives the first points of this match to Sean Paul Macaulay. So it's Q Club Killarney versus Blackstaff. It's Kerry against the Northern Ireland team of substanding Blackstaff, based actually on the Falls Road. Great club there. So first pass goes to Sean Macaulay there, and lands very nicely on the black as well. Very shortly we're going to get the tournament director Connie O'Sullivan sit down and have a chat with us and tell us a bit more about the tournament. Of course, Connie, the owner of the Q Club in Killarney, he would have been delighted with that win for his team over the Crucible of Cork, and I'm sure he'll be just as interested in how this B-side get on. All same club members, and they all support each other, of course, on both sides, Blackstaff and the Q Club. Well, it was a bit of a nervous shot there from Sean Paul. Gives Aidan a chance now to try and put a few balls together. Best of three again in the group stages. In fact, the B section is best of three right up until the final, which is best of five. So understandably, the tables are difficult, they're fast, the pockets are tighter. It's not quick clots, the balls roll on a bit, so a bit more difficult than your standard club table, that's for sure. Andy McAvoy Snooker and Pool setting up these tables, the 15 tables here at the Gleneagle Hotel, all supplied by the O'Donoghue family, and the Gleneagle Hotel actually own these snooker tables, so they're on the premises 12 months a year. They're taken out every year for 2 weekends for the Munster Championships and these All Ireland Snooker Club Championships. So it's a great debt of gratitude to the hotel, the venue. Unlucky enough to get that, just caught the corner a little hard. So early stages of this match, of course, like in every other game, Sean Paul and Aidan, they both have 4 other teammates battling around this venue here at the Gleneagle Hotel. It's sometimes quite difficult not to look at the other matches and wonder how your teammate is getting on, but the key to success in Killarney is don't miss the simple shots and concentrate on your own table, but easier said than done. So it's going to be a little bit of a battle of safety at the moment. Yeah, balls down the end. The balls are fairly open in around the pink. Opportunity for some break building. If either player gets in with a good solid opportunity, but at the moment not a whole lot on there. Would imagine that safety will be the number one option. That's to get the ball up by the brown or in behind the yellow. Black is released. Overran that quite a bit, so that's going to come back down the table. Still a lot of difficult options here and risky to maybe go for those pots because the miss can be punished. The break building will be not as intense as I would imagine as the A section, but you know, when you start building up 20s and 30s, suddenly you're 50 or 60 ahead. It's a lot to pull back on these difficult tables in Killarney. Safety option here to go behind the green or the brown again. Goes near the pocket. That's held up, and that could be a chance now for Aidan to have a look at that. Instead of walk around, there's a good look down the table. So the early stage is tense. You'd expect that. It's not easy. But I want to try and run this one down on the rail nice and gently and see if we can get some safety off the red that's next to the black. Danger is the white, and indeed it is. It goes in. Red left over the pocket. 4 points to Blackstaff. An opportunity for Sean Paul McCauley now to put some points on the board. He's got the ball in the tee. So, easy red to start with. Ball checked up a bit. He may have the pink into the middle. Looking at that, maybe not even thinking about that. Very defensive, as that does go. Not the most difficult shot, but he's playing safety. He's got safety in mind. Brown ball, and will hope to hold it up in the corner, which he has done. So, not taking any risks, Sean Paul. So lots going on here today at the Glen Eagle Hotel. We've got black ball shootouts come up for you. A unique way of deciding group qualifications. It's like a penalty shootout in a way. If you win, it's great, but if you lose, it's cruel. It's the nearest thing I can think of to a penalty shootout in sport in relation to snooker. And that will come up today. We'll also have some other important matches. There will be some knockout games. And tomorrow, once you join us here on Full Time Productions, we will have knockout snooker at the highest level in the Premier A section as we go towards the quarterfinals. There will be an extension in the A section to best of 5 frames then, and it's a different landscape completely, playing the best of 5. Best of 3, such a dangerous format. So Sean Paul will take this blue. We'll want to avoid the pink, I would imagine. And does, and releases a red, but the white has got a bad kick and it's gone really into the corner, so it's going to be possibly another safety shot here, because it is extremely risky to try and do anything from that position. But not so easy to get safety either. There is the option of the red on the left hand cushion, loose on its own. He may be able to get to that. If he can, he'll find an easy route back to behind the green. Originally from Derry is Sean Paul, now lives in Belfast and plays with the Blackstaff club. So the Blackstaff man looking for safety here will want to miss the blue, doesn't do that, and then it's another opportunity now maybe for Aidan Sullivan to get in. Didn't leave anything too easy, but there are opportunities. It could be a great reward with a good pot. Difficult shot, but he will be looking to get some return on the white to get it back up the table, but not easy with the rest to do that. This will be hit with power. Oh, well, that's a very, very good shot indeed with the rest. That'll do him the world of good. That'll settle him down. We'll be looking for the old rest again, I would imagine. The easy option is to take the green. Maybe positionally he should take the yellow. But if he can get enough purchase on that green ball, that will do fine. He's going to have awkward bridging for the brown. He has 3 balls to pick from here, really. Awkward bridging for the blue as well, which is a very tough pot. So he may just take the simplest option. Positionally, probably the yellow is the ball to play, but it's a difficult shot. So the easiest shot and a solid 3 points would be the green. Again, he's thinking about where will I go with this. Maybe he's considering the brown into the middle. Awkward bridging. He's trying to put the brown into the bottom left, into the middle left. That's a very good shot. We look for a nice bounce off the bottom cushion. Very good pot. Got a good result on the bounce as well. He's got a red to the left corner. It's a tight angle on it, but if you can cut that left corner pocket with the red, it should bring him around the pink. Now he's looking towards the top of the table as well. I think this is a shot he has to go for. Pots it well. Avoids every ball, brings it up the table. He'll be looking at the blue now. If he can get the blue into the top left, it should give him a good angle. The reds are really well spread here. So a bit of deep concentration here, and it's a very good opportunity for Aidan. No, he's queuing well. It's a good start for both players, but now the opportunity has come for the Killarney man. And Aidan Sullivan, doing a referee incidentally, Stephen Foster from Ballinasloe, County Galway, very experienced referee for this match. Stretched a little, but got the result. Has the pink now. He's starting to take advantage of this opportunity because it is a big one, but the red's so spread. Correctly taking his time. This is an important part of this first frame. Screwed that back beautifully. So it's got a nice angle to get back on that pink again.
18.
Oh, lack of concentration. Took his eye off the ball there for a second. And maybe got away with it a bit, putting his hand up to gesture an apology. There is, I would imagine, a red into the left-hand middle pocket. And that is very, very tight. He believes it will go. There's not much in that now. That's well played. Very good shot from Sean Paul McCauley. The Blackstaff man given an opportunity. Pretty relatively easy shot missed by Aidan Sullivan has left the Blackstaff player in with an opportunity here to take advantage. He stopped that beautifully because I think the pink will now go to the black spot. So giving himself every chance here. Well, looking to get it on, it does actually spot. Didn't think it would for a second, but that doesn't make much difference really. Again, an amazing, you can't believe it. To be honest, I can't either. The two misses that the two players have had, it's the pressure of Killarney, I think. It's the pressure of the All-Ireland Championships. It can change players and it can put real pressure on. So there's two pressure misses. What we need to see now is a few pressure pots. We're looking for a good break off the cushion, and that is judged to perfection. Excellent shot.
Just a little bit. Would have liked another maybe 2 or 3 inches further up the table, but has a chance to drop this one in. And you can see the angle there. Oh, overcut it completely. So he's gone back up the table. Just 2 points between the two players. Tension creeping in a bit, I think. So back comes Sean-Paul McCauley, looking to get up the table and releases the black. No bad thing. And that's going to be right on the ball cushion. That is a beautiful safety shot. Beautiful safety shot from Sean-Paul McCauley. Go away, will you? No, no. So, tense moments. There's been some good putting, and this is a very difficult safety shot here. He's got to catch it right. He hasn't. He's missed. So it's a foul 4 and a miss. And I would imagine he'll be put back. Doesn't seem to be any huge advantages there for Sean-Paul McCauley, unless he can see something I can't. The referee Stephen Foster. Stephen Foster puts the white back. It's a tricky safety shot he has to play here. He has to get the faintest of touches. If he catches that red too thick at the bottom of the table, it seems to be the only option, to be fair, but it is extremely difficult. If he catches this in any way thick, there's going to be a problem. That's a good shot. He caught it perfect. The white will go back. Very, very good shot indeed. Delighted to welcome to the commentary position Connie O'Sullivan, the tournament director, Mr. Snooker himself. He's here with us this afternoon. Connie, great to have full-time productions in. Enhances the tournament. We've been here a long time, many years. Your thoughts on this year?
Well, I think this is a huge addition, obviously. You know, there's obviously a lot of people around the country who just can't be here with us. And it must be absolutely fantastic for them that they can log in from home and maybe get to see their local team, or just if they have an interest in snooker, they won't mind what team they're watching. But we're getting to the exciting part of the tournament, and having live streaming is definitely a big bonus for us. You know, there's no doubt about it. Everybody's talking about it, so it can't be anything but enhancing the tournament.
Magnificent pot there from Aidan Sullivan, giving him a chance to try and get back in the lead here in this match. Of course, your own club on screen at the moment. You just had a fantastic win in the A section over two-time champions the Crucible. Your own son, Derry O'Sullivan, winning the Vital Frame. I'm sure you're proud as punch. Huge win for the Q Club, who had a fantastic Munster Championship.
Absolutely. I don't think my lads are underestimated anymore. There was a time when people look forward to drawing the Q Club. Them days are over. Nobody really wants to draw the Q Club now, because you're going to have to earn your corn. They're well practiced. They're good experienced lads. What can I say? They look forward to this every year. They put up a fantastic performance last weekend in the Munster Club Championships. Got beaten the final. It was a relatively tight final. The scoreline might be 3-0, but it wasn't a 3-0 match. You know, it was very tight all the way through. And beating the Crucible there this morning now, it's fantastic for their confidence as well. They're a good solid team. I'm not saying they have the power to win this All Ireland, but not for 1 minute would I say they can't win it.
They're hard to beat.
They can win it, but like, you know, it's just who's going to play well on the day, Derek? There's 6 or 7 clubs down here genuinely can win this tournament. So it's very open this year, in my opinion, and quarter-final draws and that are going to be extremely interesting.
I was just explaining to the viewers that are in us here on the stream at the moment, the nearest thing you could kind of get to in a football penalty shootout is a black ball shootout, and they're coming up at 145, and of course they're nerve-wracking. You have 5 tables, 5 black balls, 2 players on each table, and that's a hell of a lot of pressure, isn't it?
Well, the thing about the black ball is we do not use the black ball rule to knock a team out of the tournament. It can only be used where 3 teams finish level in a group and they're trying to decide what's their group positions. So these 3 teams are fighting for first, second and third. No team has been exited. So then the black ball rule comes in, and it means one team gets drawn out. They are guaranteed to finish first or second. The other 2 teams play. The losers will be the third place team. The winners will then play the team that had originally been drawn out, and they're playing for first and second spot, and all they're doing is using 5 black balls.
Brilliant.
So it should be fairly exciting, and we've 2 of them groups after finishing that way actually.
Brilliant.
And we'll put them both on venue 1, so they'll be covered by the live stream.
Yeah,
which will be a bit of fun.
something different, isn't it?
Yeah.
And looking at the tournament in general now, Connie, we've been trucking together a few years now. I think over
Too many
years maybe, yeah. But we've seen everything that you could practically see down here. And the most fascinating thing about snooker is you can lose your first 2 games, and if other results go your way, you could end up winning the tournament. It's a funny momentum is everything here, isn't it?
It's 100%. It's just because you win your group, it doesn't give you anything. All it means is you're not playing again on today. You're not playing till the quarters tomorrow, and sometimes that's a disadvantage, because the teams that get to play the last 16 tonight and win, they're going buzzing into the quarterfinals tomorrow morning. So it's not always a good thing to win your group, and it sounds like a funny thing to say because everybody is trying to win their group. But believe me, the teams that are finishing second and third in some of them groups, they're capable of winning the tournament. So of course it's not over, and the draw, when we make the draw this evening, I think Kilkenny Shed were a runner-up in their group, former champion, the Crucible, or the Q Club, or is it Liam Mellows?
Yes.
The 3 of them are going to be on 4 points. One of them is going to, the 2 of them are going to be drawn into last 16 games. There's going to be some frightening, tough last 16 matches tonight, but isn't that what the game is about?
Absolutely.
Fun and enjoyment.
And I tell you what it's about down in Killarney over the years, and people mightn't realise it, but one of the most tense and exciting moments can be the draw, because the crowds gather, there's a lot of tension, and there's a lot of excitement. Now, we spoke earlier on the programme about the support of the O'Donoghue family and the Gleneagle Hotel. They own these tables, they put them up every year. The support, of course, of Full Time Productions this year is fantastic. It gives them a bit more coverage, which is great too. They deserve it. They've been long supporters, Patrick O'Donoghue in particular, long supporters of this event and the Munster Championships. And you know, it wouldn't be there. I mean, they could fill these rooms quite easily every year with weddings or whatever, you know, and it's expensive for them to dedicate 2 full weekends to snooker.
Yeah, well, like I can go back. We started the Munsters in 1985, and I think we started the All Irelands around 1991. I think that's the and at that time, Maurice O'Donoghue, who was the owner of this hotel, it wasn't even half the size it is now. We had a snooker club here in the hotel, 5 tables, and he was fully behind the idea when we put it to him about running, first of all, a Munsters. And when the Munsters went well for 5 years, and we advanced the theory of trying to do a deal with the people in the north, because the players in the north never cross the border and play with the players in the south. And we said, well, why shouldn't they be coming to Killarney? So we actually went, and we made direct contact with them, and we went to Dublin to meet them. And this is what we have the result now. It's just fantastic. The players love mixing. It's still the only time that the players played one tournament. But going back to the support from the Gleneagle, like I can't say enough about them. This is a big hotel. They depend on functions to be busy, and we're tying up the ballroom and the Mangerton, which means no wedding, no function in them 2 venues for 2 solid weeks. And but I never hear the Gleneagle say, Connie, we'll have to shorten it down to a week or something. There's never an issue. and I just can't say enough about them. And even, I'm just going to give you one more example. They go to the expense of installing all these tables and all that kind of stuff. This year I told them early in the year that we were getting a lot of cribs, that we were still using the old lighting system, which was canopies, which is still in a lot of clubs, but clubs have moved on, and snooker has moved on to a more digital form of lighting. So we went and priced it. It was coming in at close to €4,000 anyway. And in fairness, Andrew Spillane, I emailed Andrew Spillane asking for it. And within a week or two, he came back and he said, "Can you get the quotes?" He says, "The Gleneagle will do it." And like, even to do something like that now, it sounds like nothing, but like it's a lot when you already see what they're doing for us. So I think we need to be extremely grateful down here for the support that these people put into this event, because it's just magical.
Here, for sure. No, just looking at this game, we haven't forgotten that there. Sean-Paul McCauley at the table, looking to try and send the Wren down. Hasn't managed to do that. Very tight game. Some great pots on both players. Just 3 points between the two teams. And this is in the B section. This is our first visit into the B section, Connie.
Well, you're going to find, Derek, when we come into the B section, we're not going to get the 40, 50, 60, 70 one visit frames we get in the Premier section. Naturally, because the B section are for teams that weren't good enough to make it to the Premier section. So now you have fellas who are very, very good players, but they're just not at the standard to be on their A team. And actually, if you're a true snooker enthusiast, watching this is almost as exciting as watching a fella making a 70 break, because lads are under pressure. I mean, they're nowhere near the standard of the other lads they're playing, but they still find a way to get the job done, and they have to for their teammates. So it's absolutely amazing. I don't get a lot of time to watch snooker when I'm here, because as you know, I'm completely snowed under with the organisational side of it. And actually, I was just starting the draws there when I got summons. But I just want to say like that, we have fierce respect for the B Championship here, and there'll be players in this B Championship next year. They'll have improved and they'll be advanced to the Premier Championship, and it's like a stepping stone, and it just works brilliantly. And this young lad here now, he's actually my nephew, Aidan O'Sullivan.
Yes.
He's a very good player, but he's just a couple of steps behind what I would call our A team. But more than capable of being a really solid B team player. And you know, Aidan, he's a absolutely lovely young lad and a very good player, but he just needs a bit more experience, travel out a small bit, play a few games up the country in intermediates and maybe senior events, and you'll find he is good enough to advance to the A team, but he's got to find a step up himself. He's got the skill, he's got the ability, he's just got to put it all together.
Fair enough, as you would in any sport at the elite level. I just finally, Con, and I know we'll talk again tomorrow at some stage, but finally I want to throw a few names at you. Mark Allen, Fergal O'Brien, Jordan Brown, looking through Patrick Wallace, Aaron Hill,
Joey Swale,
of course.
Very first ever tournament won here in the All-Ireland was by Kenny Dewey, and Joey Swale was their captain.
Yeah.
And I remember Liam O'Connor, God rest his soul, from Cork, saying to me, "I never see a lad to hit the ball so sweet." He was just an amateur. He was only a young lad. And look what he turned out to be. So yes, they blood through here. And there's young lads here like Robbie McGuigan here now.
Yes, national or Northern Ireland champion.
I have no doubt in 2 or 3 or 4 years' time we're going to be seeing this guy on television on a more regular basis.
Yeah.
There are also players, other players, like you have likes of Ross Pullman from Cork. Leon Crowley was here. These lads are all, their ambition is to play full-time snooker. That they have to go that extra step, but they're young, they're 19, they're 20, but here they're being blooded. And like Ross played a game yesterday, he broke, his opponent broke off, Ross made 111. They set the balls up, Ross broke off, the other guy missed, Ross made 120, shook hands. Like, the talent is unreal. It's just, can they go that extra mile when they need to? Because the professional ranks are so tough, so tough and so good.
And they have, as you said, been blooded here. The toughest, I think, team snooker in Killarney, final table, 4 of your teammates pulling their hair out with worry that you might miss the ball. I think that kind of tension is hard to beat.
We found down through the years some very, very good top-class players could not bring their game to the team event. They just couldn't because of the pressure of playing for their team. It was different. If you have a singles tournament on, they're unbeatable. But put them into the team environment and they're a different team. And I see Sean Paul is in big trouble here now. He's had 2 goals at getting out of this snooker and hasn't got close to it yet. Now, the one thing about the B Championship, in the difference we have, this is a good shot though. Is he going to get there?
No, just shy.
You can only be put back 4 times. On the 4th attempt, if he gets that close or anywhere where he's made an attempt, it won't be called a miss. But whereas in the Premier game, you could be put back 20 times.
Yeah, the 3 miss rule is very important. Very important. Okay, Con, I know you're up to your eyeballs. I'm going to leave you go now, right? What I'm going to say is we'll speak again either later today or tomorrow. We look forward to another fantastic knockout day on Saturday here in Killarney with an All-Ireland Club Championship final to come. Thanks very much, Con. Enjoy as much as you can. Try and get some sleep at some stage anyway, but he's got it on the 3rd attempt, so that's a good shot. Fourth attempt, yeah. Good shot there. Thanks, Con. Look forward to talking to you over the weekend.
Thank you, Derek, and I look forward to maybe after the weekend looking back at a lot of these programs because I'm not going to get a chance to watch them today. And I just like to thank Kevin and Full Time Productions. When he was telling me he was going to come in and do Friday and Saturday, I wasn't expecting such a professional setup. It looks amazing, and I'm really, really happy now that we agreed for him to go ahead and cover it. Really happy.
Okay, Con. Fair play. Thanks a million. That's Connie O'Sullivan, the tournament director of the Munster and All-Ireland Club Snooker Championships. Giving a bit of colour, filling in a bit of colour for us there in the background of what these events are all about. For those that don't know, there's plenty of people up and down the country that wouldn't have maybe been fully aware of what happens here in Killarney. So now you're getting a good insight into what's going on as Sean Paul McCauley tries to get himself back within points. He's starting to fall behind, 16 points in arrears. Aidan O'Sullivan needs to maybe take full advantage of this. He's got to think about the pot here. It's difficult, but it's not extremely difficult. If he can drop this in, he'll have the opportunity to maybe layer snooker or take on another colour. That's a very positive pot from Aidan Sullivan. Very, very positive. Now he's got the angle on the blue to get down for that red on the bottom cushion. If he plays it really softly and gently, he can land really well on that red ball. If he's going to go the other way up the table, the option would have to be the green, otherwise he'll struggle to get position. So this has to be hit very, very easy. These tables are lightning fast. The cloth is very thin, way thinner than anything in a club table. So he's got to hit this very, very easy to get this to stop for the black, or for the red at the bottom by the black. Does well. Actually gets a little kick on the black. That didn't help. Made it a little bit more difficult. Could have been a bit luckier there. He's got another tough rail shot to consider here now. So 22 points ahead, 35 available on the table. Looking around the arena, still matches going on all 5 tables. In this match, of course, there's another match alongside us as well. That's very unlucky, but a very difficult shot. Hit it well. Could have fell just as easy as stayed out. Unfortunately for Aidan, it stayed out, and it's an opportunity for Sean Paul now to take a look at what's going on here. There's 22 points in it, 35 available. I don't think he'll be playing the black. I think he might be trying to go up the table. The black is difficult. So maybe thinking about the pink. Caught that extremely well, maybe a little too well. He's got the green, he's on the balk line. Has he got the green? Is it covered? It could be very unlucky. He's looking, if he looks at this end of the table, if there's not a pot on, there certainly is a nice handy snooker if he just nestles it up to the black. A just gentle shot towards the black will give him a snooker opportunity just to see. Maybe the yellow goes here. I'm just looking at the yellow spot. It should spot again. Oh, misses the yellow. That's going to stop at the pocket. Real opportunity for Aidan now to win this first frame. 21 points ahead, 27 on the table. It's Q Club Killarney versus Blackstaff B, and it looks like it's going to be first blood here to Aidan O'Sullivan. He really shouldn't have a huge amount of difficulty getting the yellow and green. It's just to make sure he hits the cushion first maybe and gives himself a bit of an angle. The right hand cushion, just a flick off that will do. It went directly on it, and that's what held the ball up. If he had played the cushion, he might have got a better angle there. He's going to try and drop this in the bottom pocket, I would imagine. 13 points ahead, 25 points on the table. So this is not easy. Long way to go with this. Excellent shot. Really high standard pot that was. So now there's 26 points in it. Snooker's required by Sean Paul McCauley. This is going to be an attempted double maybe. Unlucky with that, but a snooker required and the black is safe and the blue is moved right over by the pocket. So the black ball is the key ball here, but a snooker required. 26 points behind, just 22 available on the table. He may elect to pot these two balls and then try and lay the snooker with the pink. It was a strange kind of a shot there. It may just work out okay. It's an awkward one for Aidan, but he has a chance to clip this and come down by the bottom left pocket, leave that brown in that top area. He decides to roll it back. It's a good shot. Solid shot. Again, the pot might be the option. I don't know, but moving this black is an option here. If he can get a deep enough screw on the white. No, a long way from both. Goes back up though. Good safety shot. Look at the white ball control right on the ball cushion, so you can't ask for more than that. This is not going to be far away at all. It's going to just nestle over the pocket. Oof, nearly fell. Now, does Sean Paul have any choice here? I think he may just have to pot it. You can't get that ball out of there. So it's going to be a pot and then follows through, which is terrible. Concedes the first frame. It was an interesting frame with lots of different peaks and troughs. Aidan Sullivan doing excellently well in the earlier stages, building up a lead, holding on to it, forcing snookers from Sean McCauley. It's Q Club Killarney 1-0 up against Blackstaff B in the Speed Championship. We're going to take a break and we'll be back with more snooker here at the Glen Eagle Hotel on Full Time Productions. Please subscribe. So frame 2 continues. Aidan had a very good first frame win over Sean Paul McCauley. It's Aidan Sullivan from the Q Club Killarney, the local club, up against Blackstaff's Sean Paul McCauley. And it's a good start by the Killarney man. Over the course of the next 2 days, we're going to have different people in the commentary position, different aspects of the game, just to give you an idea of what's going on in the Irish amateur scene. This is the pinnacle event of the year when it comes to club snooker. There is no event like it. It's a unique one. Plenty of the top people in world snooker, European snooker, have all been to this event and have praised it for the atmosphere it creates. It's another fine pot from Aidan, starting off this second frame just like he finished the first, really, playing with confidence. Looking at the pink here, difficult one, but if he can get the right angle on this, it will really give him a good opportunity to build some points in this frame. And the points in the B section, gradual build up of points from various breaks, are so crucial. Tough shot here. He's going to have to try and miss the pack a bit. Unlucky. Good effort. But it was a difficult shot. Now he's going to leave that rest on the table for his opponent. Decides now to put the rest away, and Sean Paul McCauley looking. Bit of a stretch here, not always the best thing to do in snooker. Well, decides that he's going to use the rest. Knows he can't make a mistake here. In a short format, you have to take the balls that are on. Good control on that shot. Again, it lands in kind of no man's land, really. He's going to be the blue, He's going to have to go in and out of balk if he takes that on. So when you're hitting a ball with that much power, sometimes it takes away the accuracy. So this is going to go between the yellow and the brown. That's a very good shot. Unlucky to be so close to the cushion. It's going to go very close to the pocket. It just manages to stay out. Difficult. When you're in the jaws of the pocket like that, really you've got to consider safety. It's not an option to take on a pot. But 6 points in the bank. But a poor effort at safety there, though. He should have definitely missed the blue. But it hasn't done a whole lot of damage. The black has covered the one ball that is potable. So just looking down to see if there's any ball in that pack that will go towards the pocket and have a shot to nothing with safety. The top red is the obvious ball to play. And they should go into that pocket there, that right corner pocket. If he gets it right, he will be escaping back up the table. So it's going to go in. It's going to try and put it into that right corner pocket and see if he can just get the ball right back up the table. Good view there of what he's faced with, that angle. Really tight cut here. Just misses it on the low side, so he'll go back up the table. So he always knew that the white would be travelling back up to the balk area. So really a shot to nothing. So the standard of snooker at the amateur level, as I said in earlier matches, has been so high when it comes to European success. Just Baloo winning the under-21 a couple of years ago, which earned him a ticket on the main tour. And the most recent addition to World Snooker from an Irish perspective is Aaron Hill from Cork, has won the under-18 European title on 2 occasions. In fact, did a double with the under-21 in Albufeira in Portugal, and is now on the tour. Came off the tour and immediately went back on through Q School. So any of the players will tell you that's the most difficult thing to do. But he did it and is now in the 40s in the 1 year ranking and just outside the top 64 in the World Snooker rankings at the moment. And he's qualified for a good few tournaments this year. And he'll be in Germany next week and he'll travel back to China again to try and build up more ranking points. Well, this game is just getting a bit loose and sloppy now, so somebody needs to start putting a few pots together. Well, just have a look at the arena. If you haven't been here to Killarney before, you can see there's 10 tables in this arena. All tables are going at the moment. One table just finished there. But it really is a unique venue. And you know, it's amazing how people can follow 10 tables at once. But the word gets around who's winning, who's losing. Good pot there from Aidan. A bit unlucky, he overran a fraction. But adds another point, and all these points are vital. Just to let you know, if you're in the vicinity, in the area, you want to come in, everybody's welcome. Free entry. We'll be delighted to see you here, so if you want to make your way down. Don't forget, with Full-Time Productions, if you can subscribe, click all the links you need to click, ring all the bells you need to ring. We're right here today and tomorrow at the Glen Eagle Hotel in Killarney. So Aidan looking to nest it behind the brown. He's left that one a bit short, but there's an opportunity of a shot to nothing here. Sean Paul can try and cut this one into the middle pocket and still get the white back up the table to safety. Not easy. Well, I always had the option. That's going to travel right back to the ball cushion, so that's a very good shot to nothing, really. So this is going to be a test for Aidan Sullivan. He's going to have a test here because he's really stuck to the ball cushion. Can't get the hand on the table, can't get the cue behind the ball, and he may be forced into trying to take something on. He's going into a very dangerous area of the pack of reds here. He'll have to be accurate. He'll need that bit of luck as well. That's a very, very good shot. He's done well there. He's really done well. Difficult circumstances right up against the ball cushion. So good shot from the Q Club Killarney player. Macaulay follows suit. He's got a bit more purchase on this. The pink could stop him, but no, he avoids the pink. Now, will Aidan Sullivan have a look at this red, the far left red, to that left corner pocket? That is potentially a very dangerous shot. But will he look at it? Will he fancy his chance of potting that, or will he look for the safety option? Now he's going to play safe. Little click up behind the green is the target. He'll get it up in that area. So the safety game is extremely high standard at the moment here, and that's a beautiful safety shot right on the ball cushion. Not hanging around. Sean Paul ready to go again. Has already picked the shot. Now he's hesitated a fraction. Again, a very difficult shot. Didn't get as far back up the table as he would have liked. Hasn't done a tremendous amount of damage because of where the black is situated. If the black was on its spot, it might be more tempting to go for one of those reds. He's going to have a try at this one. This is not easy. This rattles, very risky shot. Now Sean Paul has a chance here. The pink goes safe, so the options are up the table really. Maybe the blue ball could be the desired one to go for here. The safety play has been very, very good, but there's a time in every frame when you have to attack, and this could be the moment for the Blackstaff player. But he misses the initial red, so did, to his credit, try and attack the table, but it now leaves a very kind of lopsided table with the pink on the left and the black in an awkward position. Safety is paramount here. May play this off the back cushion and just send the red down the table. May have a go at the cut. Hit it wrong. Caught it completely wrong. A shot like that you have to catch it almost full ball, and he didn't, but he's got away with it a bit because he hasn't left anything really wide open here. A real battle between these two players. We do know that one or two of the other tables has finished, and as we've said before, with a 5-person team format, when 3 matches have won, you've won the actual 3 games have won, you've won the match. So we may not get to see the end of this, and then it could come down to this very table. You never know here in a 5-table team event. Looking for a bit of luck here. Just misses out on the black. Really, the only option looking for position is the green, but the yellow maybe possibly is the easiest shot. Well, that's a very, very good pot on the yellow. You got a lot of power on that. Now looking for a bit of luck in the position. I think he's okay. Couple of options there. Far left ball definitely will get him back up the table. So misses that, but manages to get it in the other pocket. So a fluke there, but it came at a very important time for the Blackstaff player. It's left him on the blue. Gets the blue back on the spot. Now he's in business and has played that very well. So now, as they say, he's in amongst them. What's he going to do with them? And he has this shot to the bottom left. The angle is just absolutely perfect. If he can just roll this in gently, which he does, he should be beautiful on the blue here. That's a perfect shot, really very good. Sean Paul McCauley from Blackstaff coming back into this game. Starting to cue very well. Another lovely shot. Got the options of both pockets here. Will almost certainly go to the left corner. If he goes the other way, I think he'll be using the rest. So he's got that option to cut that ball into this pocket here. And on the other pocket, if you take the rest out, you have a chance, but this is the more sensible shot. And he's looking up the table, so this ball should travel up beyond the blue. Misses it, so that's disappointing from his point of view. The white travels down, relatively safe. It's more points on the board, and they're dead square, all level in the second frame. Aidan O'Sullivan winning the opening frame in this match. The Killarney man now faced with, well, very little, left very little there to Sean Paul McCauley. It's quite close, awkward enough with the green behind. You're always inclined to maybe go for the safety option in that situation, because you can't play anything really to the right of the black. It's too awkward. I think safety off the left red could be the option, and try and put the white ball back up behind the green. That would be the sensible shot. He could maybe possibly travel towards the right hand pocket. Now he's decided to go with a sensible shot. Hasn't hit it as hard as he would have liked. But then again, the green comes into play, and now we have what's known as a Chinese snooker in a way, because he's completely stuck to the green ball. This is going to be a difficult escape. That's a very good shot. Well thought out. Now with a red up the table, it's changed the dynamic of the game. Because going up the table now is not so easy. So Aidan Sullivan looking to come back to the black cushion, but to release a few reds en route. Well, there's an option into the middle, and if Sean Paul McCauley could pot that, he'll be, if he pots it easy enough, he'll be on the black. That's a very, very nice shot. Great weight on that. He's got the blue now, 2 reds above. So he maybe will try and avoid those 2 reds at this stage, a bit early. Misses the key ball again. It's the object ball that's been missed. And that's very frustrating. He takes the lead by a point, but it could have been so much more. Well, Aidan Sullivan would love to get a few points on the board here. At the moment, it's just a few points between, just a point between the 2 players. And anybody who puts together 15 or 16 points at this stage will surely be favoured. Oh, right in the middle of the pocket. Excellent shot from the Killarney man. Will now look to drop the black into the pocket. Not so easy. Very, very tight. I'm wondering, will he try and train it to the top, or will he go to the middle? Well, it looks like he's going to try and put it. He's putting a bit of power on it. And he's gone for the top right. And that's not going to make it on this occasion anyway. So it's just point for point at the moment. Neither player can seem to pull away. And it's Sean Paul McCauley now looking to cut this into the right pocket and bring the white up the table. Very good shot. And the options are there now with the brown. It's possible to release the 2 reds with this pot, but the object ball is the key ball. And he's done that. He's unlucky they come back together again. Very unlucky. So a cagey match here. But how important those 7 points could be, or those 4 or 5 points I should say, can be the brown and the red. So every point counts as the 3 reds now are together at the opposite end of the table. Makes things so difficult. I think we may have a bit of a safety battle up and down now again. But this should move the other 2 balls. That's a bad kick on the blue, but I think he may have got away with that. Not too sure if he can get through between the yellow and the brown. Obviously he can. So it's an opportunity again for the black staff player. Powers that into the pocket. Comes right down the table. He could consider the black here, or the pink as a straight up pot. Not hesitating, going for the pink to extend the lead. That's a very, very good pot from the black staff player, and he's landed lovely on the yellow to release the yellow and give him a dead simple shot on the red. Oh, misses the object ball again. It's really strange. The other 2 pots were so difficult. He can't believe it himself. He's shaking his head. That's a few pretty straightforward pots he's missed. And Aidan O'Sullivan comes close. He could have punished him there, really. He could have punished his opponent. Trails by 8 points. Or 12 points, I should say. Apologies. Yeah, 12 points behind at the moment, the Killarney man. And this is another tight, tense game. Very low scoring. Difficult. Went for it. Thought he might play the safety. Black isn't going to help. The black goes towards the back of the balk area, and it's going to be a safety shot here from Aidan. Just overcooked in a fraction. Unlucky. Good effort. Well, the blue didn't do him any favours there. If he hadn't hit the blue, I would imagine he would have been perfectly stuck at the back of the ball cushion. Shot to nothing here for Aidan. Just didn't give it enough of a cut. And the blue gets involved again, so these balls all bunching inside the balk area. And 2 loose reds. Any of those 2 go, it certainly will open up this table. Again, a shot to nothing. Well, that was a bit wild, to say the least, and got away with that as well. So it's just a little nudge in behind now for Sean Paul. Just makes it awkward. Looking to try and get this white ball back to the ball cushion. Where's the brown going to go? Well, he had it well worked out up the middle of the table. No damage done there. This could be an opportunity for Sean Paul. He's looking for that black ball to... That's a great shot from the black staff player. Well, that's a really difficult one to get out of, especially with the balls are situated. and it doesn't matter. The hands are being shook. The match is over. The other tables have done the damage again. We've yet to see a game decided on our streaming table here at Full Time Productions, but I'm sure we will, and we'll have more snooker just a little later on.
The Gleneagle All-Ireland Snooker Club Championships has been over 30 years now. It brings all of the provinces together, and it's a 5-person club event. The difference being is when you play an individual sport like snooker and you get involved in a club event, you've got 4 guys to worry about as well as yourself. So it creates a unique atmosphere. There's huge crowds, a lot of support. The hotel is sold out for the weekend. It's quite a unique event when you consider some of the players that have come out of here. Mark Allen played here as a young lad with Fountain many years ago. Fergal O'Brien has played here, a stalwart of Irish snooker. You've had players like Joe Swale, Patrick Wallace, former world semi-final professional player, and the latest one to come through is Aaron Hill from Cork, who's really doing well on the main tour now, and he was a winner here with the Crucible Club from Cork. Now the format is quite simple really. There's 2 groups. There's a Premier section which has the top players, and then there's, well, top players as they are in the highest standard of snooker, and then there's a Championship section which has I suppose the players that wouldn't be playing elite snooker or international snooker, and they're in groups for the week. You'll have groups in the A section, round robin, and you'll have groups in the B section, round robin. And usually around Saturday evening we get to the stages where it comes down to the group finishes and the knockouts begin, and then it's straight knockout all the way to the final, and we'll have a B Championship All-Ireland champion, and we'll have an A Championship All-Ireland champion. Events like the All-Ireland Club Championships are hugely important for the game. A lot of people are under the impression that the game is dying, and it is suffering a little because there are so many tables and clubs that are not being filled by young players. But when you get an event like this, it brings everyone together, all ages. It's hugely important for the game at the amateur level. The amateur level needs all the support it can get. NIBSA in Northern Ireland support young snooker, they support all grades of snooker, and Snooker and Billiards Ireland, based in Carlow, support Irish snooker. And when you get both organisations playing in the one competition, it really brings out the best in all the players. It's really important for the game. It's the, I suppose, the lifeblood of the game, and it's the one competition every year I can say without fail that every club looks forward to. So Full Time Productions will be live streaming on YouTube on Friday evening and Saturday all day, and you won't miss a stroke as they go and look at the top players playing at the top tables. The conditions will be excellent, the snooker will be exciting, and you can watch it right here. It's going to be a fantastic event. The Gleneagle All-Ireland Snooker Club Championships has been over 30 years now. It brings all of the provinces together, and it's a 5-person club event. The difference being is when you play an individual sport like snooker and you get involved in a club event, you've got 4 guys to worry about as well as yourself. So it creates a unique atmosphere. There's huge crowds, a lot of support. The hotel is sold out for the weekend. It's quite a unique event when you consider some of the players that have come out of here. Mark Allen played here as a young lad with Fountain many years ago. Fergal O'Brien has played here, a stalwart of Irish snooker. You've had players like Joe Swale, Patrick Wallace,